Hi there. Happy Sunday to you. This is Shauna Marie Fisher here coming on live for the free animal communication readings here on your Sunday evening. And sorry, I had to look over there really quick. My cat sounded like he knocked something over, but leave that to a cat. That's what they do well sometimes, right? So you just gotta roll with that. You just gotta roll with that. And I have my phone all connected just to make sure I can look at the comments there as well. So there is that. So I hope you all are having a fantastic Sunday, and I hope you enjoyed the Super Bowl. For those of you that like to watch the Super Bowl, I actually totally missed it. I was busy working on some other things today, but hopefully it was great. And I always like probably the halftime show and all the commercials the best, right? Except especially the Budweiser commercials, right? Those are really, really good. So I'm going to give you guys a few minutes to come on here. I see a couple people have come on. I know it takes a couple minutes to kind of get into the broadcast here. And then I actually have something I want to share with you guys. So let's see if I can copy it into the comments. I just actually finished my new website. I know that I was talking to some of you about that. So I'm going to actually post the link to that in the comments here. So it should have went in there. I think it probably posts to all the pages, I hope. So yes, I think it does. So yay. So anyway, I wanted to share that with you. And good evening, Rebecca, and hi, Patty. Good to see you guys here. So I wanted to share my new website with you and what I'm really, and hi, Lisa. Oh my goodness, good to see you here too. So what I'm really super excited about on my new website is as I totally changed some things around and went more in depth on a few things, and I rebranded with a new logo. And the most exciting part to me, and I hope it's going to be exciting for you all, is I have set up an online scheduler on there. So what's really awesome about that is it has all the appointment times and everything listed. So instead of emailing me to set up an appointment and playing the back and forth email game, which sometimes can be kind of a challenge, you can actually go and schedule your appointment right online, which is really awesome. And I'm going to be adding a thing on there where if you're not available during one of the times that I have, I can, see about making some special exceptions to kind of do an appointment outside those hours if something comes up. And I might come sometimes maybe a couple times a month do some later evening appointments too, just to kind of accommodate those of you that maybe an evening might work better, right? So I'm looking at doing that. So it's super awesome, and it was so easy to set up the online scheduler. So I'm super, super stoked about that. So yay, I'm tackling technology, and so greatly. I agree. Like, I'm so excited about the online scheduler. Yay. So, and another cool thing too on the new website, which I'm super excited about too, is I finally, drum roll, I have set up an email list. And what's really cool, it's on the home page and on the about page. If you sign up for my email list, I have this free PDF download, which is 5 ways that color therapy can help deepen the relationship with your pet. So I'm super excited about that being on there, and I put a lot of work into that, and it was a lot of fun. So feel free to share away about my new website and sign up for my email list, because I plan to do some fun weekly emails because it's about time to do that because I want to just connect with all you beautiful folks more. So that's another exciting piece. And Lisa here says, I really need a reading. I would be, tonight I'm doing like the free little mini animal communication reading. So I would be happy to do that for you tonight. Or if you want to schedule like a full session, you can definitely go to my website to do that as well. I'd be happy to do that. And oh, thank you, Lee. I'm so happy that you like my new website. It was so fun to put it together because I got to be creative and work with, using different colors and kind of figure out different things. So it was really cool. And what's really cool is, so I'm in this spiritual business program. It's called My Spiritual Biz, and it's actually through Sunny Dawn Johnston. So it is so great. It is like the most supportive, amazing community. So they have all different kinds of classes and all different kinds of support, and it is so amazing. And it was through that that I was able to kind of get going with building my WordPress site, which I'm super excited. So for those of you that are interested in doing anything with like if you have a spiritual based business or even any other kind of business, you can go ahead and you can look. I think it's under myspiritualbiz.com. I'm going to look on my other phone and on my computer and see if I can find a link to it. And then I'm going to go ahead and share that link in the comments because it is like the most amazing program and I am so like eternally grateful for it. So if any of you are interested in kind of getting more support for your business, then there it is. I just put it in the comments and it looks like my friend Lee actually put it in here too. So thank you so much, Lee. I put it in there. It is like the most amazing program, like so much great information that is on the website, so much great content, so much great like support and such a great community and like so much that like I'm learning that like, wow, like I didn't know that before. So it's really cool to all the stuff I'm learning with that. So if you're interested in that and yeah, and you'll get your website up there, Lee, you'll get it done and it is going to be amazing. Lee is an amazing medium and he psychic medium and he does a lot of great stuff. He just had a class that I think just started this week, if I remember right. So there is that. And I see Anne is watching too. It's so good to see you, Anne, as well. So looks like we have some shy people here tonight. I know it kind of takes a moment for people to chime in with any questions that they have for their pets, but I would love to tune in. I know Lisa said she was looking for a reading. So yeah, if you want to do that tonight, you could definitely put the name of your pet here in the comments. I would love to tune in and if you want to schedule an appointment with me, you can do that too. And I should probably tell you, I typed it into the comments, but I didn't say what it is, my new website. So I actually am changing my business name and it is now going to be Happy Tales Intuitive Animalmassage.com because I'm getting ready to launch the massage part of what I do here shortly. So I'm super excited about that. It's always fun to change it up a little bit as we grow and expand, right? So that's always a good thing. And you are welcome, Leah. His class started last Thursday, so that's awesome. It's always good to support fellow people in small business and small businesses. I think that is one of the most important things that we can do, right, is help each other out with that. And hi, Doreen. So good to see you, too. Oh, my goodness. So good to see you. And all right, so I have Lisa here has a question. It looks like her pet's name is is Chloe. I love that name. Oh my goodness, that's so precious and so perfect. And Rebecca says she loves that name too. It's a great, oh my goodness, it's a great name. And so immediately when I tune into Chloe, I just get like an image of like a teddy bear, that she's like your little teddy bear. Like I see this like perfectly like sitting little teddy bear, that she's like your little joy, like your little bundle of joy, your little teddy bear. But then I get like an image that like if you kind of go close to her, like it's like you're gonna like tickle her on her chest, and she's like like that she just kind of like perks up. Like when you touch her, sometimes she just gets like really exuberant and exuberant. And she's showing me something about like bubbles around her. She's like bubble, bubble, bubbles. Like she wants to play with bubbles and kind of do some tricks and kind of jump about, that she's really excited about that. And she likes like her cuddly pillow to lean up against too. She's showing me like a couch, and then, you know, kind of like on the side where the armrest on a couch, right? How sometimes there's like a pillow there. She's showing me like a pillow, and then she's showing me like, like that she loves to rest her head on the pillow. She's showing me like something pink, like in hot pink. She loves hot pink. She's like, I want to rest my head on the pillow. I love to do that. And she's just your joy-filled girl is what she says. She says, I'm the joy-filled girl. And she's having me kind of like dance around like this, that she's just full of joy, and she is your joyful, joyful girl. She just sounds so sweet. And she says she doesn't like to be cold either. She's having me go like this. She's like, I don't like to be cold. I want to be bundled up. Like when it's cold outside, she's like, brr, brr. I don't want to be cold. She's like, warm me up, warm me up. I don't want to be cold. So that's what I pick up on for your beautiful Miss Chloe Bell. I don't know why that came to me, but just a beautiful little Miss Chloe Bell is what I pick up on. So yeah, so that's what I pick up on from her. And then just so you guys know too is, you know, the readings I do here are just like kind of like quick rapid fire. But if you want like more one-on-one, like individualized support for you and your pet, definitely look into the full animal communication sessions I do. So if you're looking for more of that like one-on-one support, or if you know anybody that is looking for that one-on-one support, you know, feel free to do that. Or if you want now, you can actually hit the share button and share this video with your friends if you know somebody that might be interested. And the cool thing is you can share it while you're listening right now to the live, or you can share it when you're listening to the replay too, right? You can do that as well. So there's all kinds of fun options, or you can actually even tag somebody's name in the post if you're like, hey, my friend Kelly would like to really listen to this. So you can be like, Kelly, you know, whatever her last name is, and put that in the comments if you're interested. So there's that. And I see Kylie is listening. Good to see you here, Kylie. All right, cool. So I have a question for, yay, I love it when I get questions. And hi, Lisa. So good to see you too, my friend. And let's see. Oh, and Lisa, you're welcome. You are most welcome, my dear. You are most welcome there, my friend. So let's see. So I have a question here from Lee. It says, I'll ask it quickly if that's okay, if there's anything. Yeah, totally. Like the more questions I can answer, the better. That's what I'm here to do tonight for you guys. He wants to know if Bear needs anything right now to make him more comfortable. So he's showing me like, this is going to sound like really weird, but I have to say like everything I pick up on, even if it sounds weird. He showed me like an image of like a thermometer in his mouth. And I know that like, obviously with a pet, that's not where the thermometer goes, but then he's showing me like something on his forehead. So it's like somebody that isn't feeling well, they have like a thermometer, and then they have like a washcloth like on their forehead to just kind of make them like feel better. So I feel like there's something that like going on with him. It's like he's showing me that like when he's sleeping, that sometimes like he like kind of goes like this, and he's kind of having like a real kind of like little battles when he's sleeping. Like there's been some trouble when he's sleeping. So I don't know like if they have this for pets, but like and it's gonna sound crazy. But something like an eye pillow for him. Like if there's something you can do, like to create like a little eye pillow, something like on the top of his head for when he sleeps. And then he says like a little bit of cover when he sleeps, but not like just up to like his front legs, not anything more than that. And that he might kick it off, but he's just showing like more comfort when he sleeps, like more extra kind of padding and comfort around him when he sleeps. And then when he's having trouble with eating, to help him with that, make it more kind of like liquidy to help him with that, is what he's saying. And he says he's so grateful with like how tuned in you are with him. And he's showing me that like you're going to be doing some more of this like stuff with animals too, which I think is amazing. Like, so when you connect with the people, I feel like there's going to be more animal experiences that are going to come through. And I feel like that bear is going to be really helping you with that. So, so there is that. And you said he gets startled and uncomfortable when he wakes up. So yeah, just like something kind of around him, like how like a baby's crib, they have those little bumpers, or like if you could get maybe like some little like foam, oh gosh, what do they have, those little like foam blocks that you can put on there, so on your bed, so that might help. And then I have a question from Jane. Hi Jane, so good to see you. And then I also, oh, you're welcome, Lee, you're so welcome. And I see that we have somebody on here that is like asking, for what kind of readings you want. So please don't respond to that person. And then if you guys could do me a favor, after this broadcast, I'm going to go and block them. So if you, have a moment, if you're able to do that while you're listening, if you could go ahead and block that person, and please don't reply, because I do not ask for any kind of donations or anything like that from people. So if you could please ignore that on here, and and the person that's doing that, if you could please not interrupt my broadcast, I would really appreciate that. Thank you so much. So let's see here. I have a question from Jane, and so good to see you, Jane. It says, I was wondering if I could get anything from my girl Rosemary. I think she's pretty happy, but I wondered if she had something to say. So, oh my goodness. So what I get from your Rosemary here is it's so funny. So I haven't thought about this song in a long time. So she's making me think of like the song, like Ring Around the Rosie, Pocket Full of Posies. And then she's showing me like a, oh gosh, what do they call those things? It's not a merry-go-round, but it's like on a playground for kids, and it's like it has the handles on it, and it goes around in a circle, and there's like all this stuff with like a playground. She says she wants to go and watch Joy. Watch Joy. She says, I want to watch Joy. I want to watch Joy. She says she likes to go out and see people being happy, and like kids and people doing fun things. Like she likes to watch people like, playing on a playground, or like riding skateboards or bikes or roller skating. She says she likes to observe, and she's like so happy with you. She loves you. And then she's showing me like her head like all bundled up like this. She's like, oh, I'd like to be nice and cozy. She says she's like her little, like a little igloo outfit or something like that. She's showing me. She says she likes like extra comfort, because it just it makes her, it like helps her to feel like really at ease. She says she really likes that, and she's so grateful that she has you. And she says she really likes it when you hold her and you cuddle with her, and she's like the way that she kind of like sits with you, like on your hands, the way she sits with you, like as you're holding her, and you like, and she's kind of statuesque, and you're like, oh, my girl, my Rosemary girl. She's so grateful just to be with you and have you in her life. She is just so beyond grateful because you've helped crack her shell, so to speak. She says she's opened up so much more since she's been in your life. And she says, I just love it, love it, love it. And she wants she showed me like some heart-shaped things. So it's almost like some heart-shaped treats or something. She wants some more of those. It's like something that you give her in the morning that's like a heart thing, or it's like, I don't know, something about love and like a treat or something heart-shaped, something like that. So hopefully that helps. So there is that. Oh, and you're welcome, Jane. I'm so glad. That's lovely to hear. And oh my goodness, your girl sounds fabulous. And she says, like, watch her teeth too, like especially her bottom teeth, like really be mindful of her bottom teeth. She's showing me her bottom teeth. She's showing me like over on her like right side, watch her bottom teeth and her like bottom gums is what she's showing me. And thank you so much, Lee, for reporting that account. We can just send love from afar. Yes, that's what I always do. I'm like, okay, send love, and there you go. And just, yeah, exactly. Thank you so much, Lee. Oh my goodness. So yeah, and now I don't see any more comments from that. So thank you. That like collective energy helps. I don't see any more comments from that person anymore. So thank you. Because I don't like my people to get spammed when they're listening to my broadcast and have people ask things of the people that are listening to my broadcast. So, but all we can do is send them love and just keep moving on, because my thing to do is I want to help you guys, and I want to be of service for you and the pets in your life. And to me, that's what I want to do. And that's what this Sunday night thing is it's to be of service to you and the pets in your life. And you can tell my cool up back there is having fun. She likes to kind of like scavenge around on the couch. It's so funny. You can probably see her back there. What she does is she like kind of like scratches around on there sometimes, and oh my goodness, she cracks me up. She's such a funny girl. So they always keep us on our toes, right, and keep us entertained, which is fabulous. So so there is that. All right, cool. So yes, Lee, yes, a big heart to that. I agree with that. So thank you, and hearts to you too, Jane. And let's see here. And now I have a question, another question that came through. Sorry, there's like a little bit of a delay sometimes with Facebook, because I'm streaming in like 3 places. And oh, thanks for coming to like, spend a little bit of time, Lee. I hope you have a great night. And it is my pleasure to tune into your sweet bear. So have a great night there, my friend. All right. And then I have a question here from Patty. It says, can you check in with Dutton to see if he would wear a winter blanket? Yes, I can definitely tune into him with that. And what's really interesting is he says like that he's showing me like he doesn't want to wear. He says, I'm not a typical horse, and I don't want to wear like the typical like boring type of like horse winter like blanket jacket. He's showing me like one that is kind of like a gosh, that's like a jacket that's kind of like smooth on the back, but he's showing me like on the top part of it that it's excuse me, sorry about that, that it is like a kind of like a Native American kind of Navajo kind of print is what it makes me think of. With like kind of bright colors. He's showing me like some like oranges and stuff. So it's like kind of like a Native American kind of like Southwestern type of print, like on the outside of the coat is what he's showing me. He's like, okay, he's like, if you have to wear wear like the normal one and then something like that over it, because he says he wants to like strut his stuff with that, and he wants to have like a really pretty blanket, one that's like different, that's not the typical he says not the typical boring horse blanket. And he says it like as long as it's not like too tight like on the bottom, because he says before, you know, he's like, I don't want it to be too tight. He's like, oh, I don't like that like too tight. He's like, as long as it's not too tight is what he's showing me. So there is that. But yeah, he says as long as you got the right kind of winter blanket, he says I would be all about that. As long as it's like the right kind of winter blanket, he says, yes, I'm good with that. As long as you buy the right one that has like a little bit of flair to it, but not too much. So like the Southwestern kind of Navajo kind of like pattern is what he's showing me. So there is that. So hopefully that helps, and keep me posted about that for your Dutton there. So all right, and then I see Shira too. Hi, my friend. Good to see you. I love seeing you guys all here. And I'm like trying to like hide my grays, which is silly. So like recently, totally off topic with my hair, I actually, the person that colors my hair, I've like actually just had them blend my grays lately. So I just have this like one like little strip right here. But what's really cool is you can see like my roots here is I don't have as many grays there. So it's just kind of like, yeah, so kind of interesting there with that. So that's a little side note. I'm trying to like embrace the gray. So there's that. So Patty says he acts afraid. So yeah, so just with that, it's like he's not knowing what you're doing there with that blanket. So so just try to like communicate with him like, okay, like we're going to put this on. It's going to help keep you warm, help keep you protected. And maybe like when you put it on, don't kind of like, if there's a way to not like kind of strap it on all the way, which I'm not sure that there is. And then maybe just kind of leave it on him, like just be like, okay, like we're just going to put it on you for maybe a couple minutes or like a minute and take it off, or maybe just kind of let him smell it. And then another thing that he just showed me is there's like a place like by his stall where you can like kind of hang the blanket like over a fence or something like that. That way he can kind of like go up and sniff it and kind of get like accustomed to it. That will help, and just kind of try like short little increments first for him to wear it and kind of see how that plays out, because he doesn't want it, like he says he doesn't want it to be like, he's like, I don't want it to, he's like having me go like this with my shirt, he's like, I don't want it to be too heavy on me, like I don't want it to be too heavy. So it just so I think that's part of it, because he's just like, oh whoa, wait, what is that that's going on me? So I think that's something that could help too, is just like little by little with that, trying that with him, and hopefully that helps, and just make it try. Well, no, because he's like, no, that's not going to work with me. So I was just going to say like try to make it fun, but he's like, no, like he says, give me a reward with it. He's showing me like maybe like some hay or like some apple and oats, kind of like a combination of that, to just kind of make it fun for him. And he's showing me like okay, let me ask him. I'm like, because he's showing me like two different kinds of apples. He's showing me like red, but then he's like, no, green. So he's showing me like a green, kind of like a Granny Smith apple. Okay, yep, that's it. He's showing me a green Granny Smith apple with like some oats is what he's showing me. So he's like, and he's like showing me like I'm not going to do it, but he wants me to show, you know, how like the horses, like when they're kind of like happy and really inquisitive of something, they kind of like move their upper lip up and they kind of like smile and they kind of like do that thing. He's showing me that like makes him excited, the oats and the apple. So try to maybe do that with that too. But yeah, definitely try to do it on the fence. And you said You said funny. It's been hanging there on the fence. Sounds right. Very jumpy. Yeah, exactly. Just maybe, keep it on the fence for just a little bit more, and just be like, okay, and maybe kind of move it from the fence, maybe move it like in a different spot on the fence, and kind of see how he acclimates with that. So, because he's like kind of like a tricky one. He's like, yeah, I'm a tricky one, but she gets me. But yeah, you said he's all about food. So yeah, he's like not just about like the one piece of food. Most of them will be like, oh, just give me the apple. He's like, no, the apple, some oats, and then he's showing me like a little bit of hay. He's like, a little bit of this and a little bit of that. Oh my goodness, he's so funny. I love him. And thank you too for your comment, Patty. Thank you, my friend. I appreciate that. So thank you. Yeah, because the more yeah. Oh no, thank you, Rebecca, for your comment with that too. I appreciate that, my friend. I was like, wait, I was looking at the wrong comment there. So thank you for that, because I appreciate that. It's good to see you too, my friend. It's been a long time since we worked together. I met so many cool people there. I used to work at a hospital some years ago, and it was really cool. So I worked in hospitality. So I worked in the cafeteria, and like everything's, oh God, hospital cafeteria. But oh my gosh, at this hospital I worked at, like we had the most amazing food. Like it was so good. And what was really cool is me working there in my 8-hour shift, I got like a money stipend for food. So like I always had free breakfast and free lunch when I worked there. So that was like pretty darn amazing. And I got to work with some really cool people and meet some cool people. And I actually even delivered trays to patients too sometimes. And that was really cool too. I got to see some like regular patients sometimes. And that was really neat too. So that was really fun. So, oh my goodness, so you can hear Cool Up there in the background. She, no, that's actually not Cool Up, so I can't blame Cool Up. Nugget has found Mojo's cardboard box that he likes to lay in, and she's decided to chew on that, which is really funny. And she actually, like, not that I want to show you my dirty shoes, she actually like brought over like one of my you probably can't see it, like one of my, you can tell it's like well loved and well worn, one of my Birkenstocks, which is so funny. It's like, oh my goodness, but at least she's not chewing my Birkenstock. I'd rather have her chew the wood, because I love my Birkenstocks in the summer. Oh my Lord, they are so comfy. So like and they have so many, that's like not my favorite pair that I have. I have a couple other pairs, but that are different. But oh my gosh, like in the summertime, Birkenstocks are like the most comfortable shoes ever. Like I don't wear the cheap flip-flops anymore unless I'm like going to the coast or something like that. Then I'll wear maybe the cheap flip-flops. But oh my gosh, once you wear Birkenstocks, you are like totally ruined for like non-comfortable sandal type shoes. I'm just saying, they are like amazing. I'm totally a Birkenstock and a Converse girl too. I love Converse. I have like probably like, oh gosh, should I admit this? Probably, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, probably like 5 pairs of Converse, maybe. Yeah, probably like 5. And still I would love more. So I love my Converse, because what's cool is you can get different patterns and stuff, and they're so much fun. So there is that little like side stuff about myself. Why not, right? So and then I show Carmen is listening too. Good to see you here, Carmen too. So let's see here. I love seeing you guys all here on Sunday nights. It's so much fun, and I was so excited to have my new website up too, like so excited. So you'll be able to see that like in the top part of the comments, so you guys can definitely go and check that out. I'm so like beyond excited about it. And then I put that that new business program I'm in, that spiritual biz community, and you can go and check that out. Like I cannot like recommend it enough. Like Sunny and her team are like the most amazing people ever. Like I'm getting so much out of it. And then the people that are in the community too, like that are in the program, are amazing too. And it's just all the content and everything is so amazing. It's so great. So yeah, so there's that. So all right. And then Carmen says, love you, Shauna. Oh, I love you too, Carmen. So good to see you. You said that Bella is fully recovered and happy. So she recovered from her food poisoning. Oh my goodness. I'm so happy to hear that. That is so fantastic. I'm so happy to hear that she is that she's doing well. Oh my goodness. Yes. So much love to you and your sweet Bella. That just, oh, that makes my heart happy to hear that she is that she's doing better. That is fantastic. Yay. Oh my goodness. Oh, so you know what's interesting is, so you speaking about food, you like made me kind of think of something really interesting here. So now I used to have my Luna, who was like, she had so many different allergies, right? So many different food allergies. So I actually what would happen is I would like change her food and then it would be good. And then what I didn't realize is a lot of times, like sometimes like pet food companies will change different ingredients that maybe your pet might be allergic to, and then they don't really always notify you like on the front of the bag that an ingredient has changed. So if your pet has an allergy, or even if they don't have an allergy, I can't recommend like maybe like every other time you buy the food, so like kind of look at the ingredients and kind of just make a note of if anything's changed, or if you've noticed anything has changed from your pet's diet. Like that's just definitely a really good thing to be aware of. So I just wanted to bring that up. And I actually just got reminded of that yesterday from a dear friend with her dog that actually has some allergies, and there was the food was changing, and they were noticing that like it kind of looked different, you know, and then they looked at the ingredients, and sure enough, the ingredients had changed to something that her dog is allergic to. So they were able to switch to another food. But the thing is it didn't have a notice on the bag that they had added this new ingredient. So just kind of a good thing to be aware of. So there is that. So let's see here. And then I have a question here. It says, can you check in with T? I love that name. That's such a cool name. So can you check in with T, my 21-year-old quarter horse, and see if he still enjoys me riding him? His back is getting a bit dippy, so I hope that he's okay. So what he says is like he enjoys like he says he's like, I still enjoy the rides, like, but definitely like a little bit slower pace than I used to. And he says he enjoys the flat rides better. So like when there's rides, when there's like little kind of like maybe divots or kind of bumps in the ground with like dirt and stuff that's not like flat, he says he doesn't enjoy it as much when it's not flat. He says like the flatter the better, and he says like the slower the better too. He's like, the slower the better. He says slower is better, and he says like less is more. So he says like half the time of like what you used to ride him is better than like the full amount. But he says like he's showing me like 2 to 3, so like I feel like he's showing me like no more than like maybe a couple times a week. And then with his back getting dippy there, he's showing me like something. Is there like some sort of, I don't know if there is, but is there like in between the saddle, is there some sort of like soft kind of cushiony thing that you can put? So I just for the events I do, I have like these metal chairs that I have, and the metal chair that I sit on, I have this like cushion that's like about this thick that I sit on, just to kind of help to give myself some extra support. So I don't know if like horse saddles, if they have like a little cushion or something that you can put underneath the saddle, just to kind of give him some extra support. And I don't know, maybe like check into some alternative modalities, maybe like some acupuncture or some laser therapy might be really beneficial. I feel like more like I definitely can kind of see something with like the laser therapy, like some sort of laser therapy treatment would be really good for him. So I would see if somebody in your area does that. Because yeah, he's having me like kind of touch the middle of my back right now. Maybe even do some energy work with the middle of his back too. That might be something that could help too. And he says, thanks for tuning into that you for your awareness of that. He says, thank you for having your awareness with that. So because that's really important, right? Because you know, sometimes we don't always have that awareness with our animals. So it's really important to have that awareness and like not second guess ourselves if we think that there is something wrong with them. You know, always really kind of trust your gut with that because they show you. So years ago, and hi Rick, oh my goodness, so good to see you. Hi. And so years ago with my Luna, she had an ear hematoma. So what happened is like the next morning, when I discovered it, we woke up and she was like laying right by my pillow and like her head right by my pillow and she wouldn't like move. And I was like, gosh, what's wrong? And I was like really directed to look at her ear, and one of her ears, it was like filled up with fluid from an ear hematoma. So I had to take her to the vet, and then I was able to get in with her other her primary vet because went to an emergency vet and we were able to get surgery for her ear hematoma to be drained and all of that. So yeah, I was just, you know, and I knew that there was something like, I'm like, wait, why is she having me pay attention to that? So, you know, if you have your pet kind of maybe trying to show you something like that, definitely pay attention to that and be really mindful of that. So there is that. And then Patty says, with the trails with her horse, okay, sounds good. He loves flat trails. Hills are hard. Yeah, he's like, no more hills. He's like, no. He's like, I'm not doing that. And even like, he showed me like the flat trails, like that there's like a spot of like kind of dirt, like, you know, that's kind of piled up on the side. He's like, ooh, keep me away from that too. He says, I don't really like that, and he doesn't like the kind of what he's showing me is he doesn't like the dry type mud that's kind of like not mud, that's more like kind of like sand dirt is what he says. He says he doesn't like the sand type dirt. He says I don't like the sand type dirt is what he says. He says I don't like I don't like that. He says, that's not fun. He says, I don't like that. And oops, sorry, I just disappeared. Sorry, I just disappeared for a second. Nugget was showing me. I had to grab this from her. The part of Mojo's box that she's eating. You can see, like, she's like, oh, look at, and I promise it's just the box is red. It's not blood. It's just she was eating the box. So now I'm going to put that here and throw it away. But what's really cool is she brought it to me instead of swallowing it, right? So I guess that is a good thing. There are definitely worst presents she can bring me for sure. So that's not too bad. And and then Patty was saying that he stumbles. Yeah, he's showing me like that, you know, yeah, that he's not as balanced as he used to be, like on non-flat surfaces. So yeah, and so maybe like if you, gosh, like, so another thing that just came, and I was just listening to like a Facebook Live about this earlier this week about cranial sacral therapy for pets. So I know that there is some people to do that. So maybe if there was like a vet or a practitioner in your area that did some cranial sacral there. I'm totally saying that wrong. Therapy that would help, like with his head, to just kind of help it, just to kind of like stay, you know, more like focused and clear with things. So that's the so I'm picking up with that. So hopefully that helps. And all right, and then let's see, I have Cool Up and Nugget that are, I felt like my chair was going to tip over. Cool Up and Nugget decided it'd be fun to play behind me and knock me over. Oh my goodness. But I'm glad that they love to play with each other, and they always have so much fun together, my sweet girls. So they're amazing. I actually call Nugget Cool Up's emotional support pet, because since I've had Nugget, Cool Up has come out of her shell. So where I live, like walking around, people that have known Cool Up since I got her can see like what a different dog she is and how much she's come out of her shell, because she will go up to people more now and is so much more friendly with people, and she doesn't shy away. So it's really cool. And she's gotten a lot more confident, like walking on a leash, which is so like, it like warms my heart and makes me so happy to see that. So I'm grateful for our little Nugget. She's just brought so much little joy. And Patty says, thanks, you're the best. Oh, thank you, Patty. That means so much. Thank you so much. You're amazing. You're amazing too. It's so good to see you here. I think like a lot of you like come every week, and it's so good to see. I think that Patty is one that has like, I think you've been to like every one of these that I've done, which is so cool. Like it makes me so happy to like see all the familiar faces. And what's cool is like then to see that, and then to see like new people mixed into, but then to see like the consistent people. So I think like Lisa's been to almost all of them too, which is so cool. So yeah, and then Doreen, I know, has been to a lot of these lives too. So it's really cool to see all of you that have been a part of this. So it's really great to see that. So sorry about that. My dogs are going a little bit crazy right now. I'm not sure what is going on with that, but let's see if that little bit of water distracts them, because they were getting they just needed to kind of get settled up, and sometimes that does the trick. Just like splash a little water their way, and then they will kind of like shift their focus. And you notice, like, if you saw me do that, it was like in a nice calm way. So because you don't want to, like, if they're in a situation like that, you don't want to like amplify their level, right? Because the more excited we get about it, then the more excited and carried away they get. And me moving my chair back didn't work, so I was like, you know what, I have my handy bottle of water right here, so I just like took it and like kind of just splashed some water their way. So that's just a fun little, well, not a fun little trick, because I don't like doing that, but it's it's a little way to kind of get them distracted and kind of break them from their like little spot they were having there. So I'd rather do that than have one of them injured. So that's my little tip. Like if you have maybe pets that are kind of like getting a little too intense with each other, you can always use like water sometimes, and that will help. It's and now they're kissing each other. Now Nugget went up to Cool Up and is giving her kisses. So so there is that. So there you go. So see, they're like helping me show you like some cool little tricks to use, right? So there is that. And I'm sure that most of you probably already knew about that. So there is that, because I'd rather do like gentle things with them. That's just how I roll, and definitely the positive reinforcement and that gentle, calm energy, I feel like is way better than just being like so forceful with them. That's like the methods that I like to use, and I would never want them to hurt each other, which thankfully they are so good together. But we always sometimes like have our have our moments, right, with each other. So there you go. So you got to witness my little, like, my little water magic right there. So there is that. So sorry for that little distraction there. So there is that. So the animals in our lives, right, are always like teaching us things and like opening our eyes up to things and bringing all kinds of like awareness into our lives, right? So that's they're so good at that. So there is that. And then, all right, let's see here. And then I have a question from Carrie. Oh my goodness, Carrie, so good to see you here too. Oh my goodness. So let's see here. Carrie says, any guidance for my cousin's dog, Molly, who's experiencing narrowing of the spine and some arthritis? I did some energy healing. So, gosh, so right what I pick up on from Miss Molly is like, she says she's grateful for like your fingertips and your energy healing. And she says like go to like do more focused on like the front part of her spine. So like really focus on like put extra hyper focused attention when you do some more energy work on the front part of her spine and then the back. So she's like front and then back, like really tie those two together like bookends. And then when you focus on the front part and the back part, then focus on like the middle part. That's what she's showing me. She's like front, back, middle. Because that'll help like sync the middle section together. And she says to do it like a little bit longer than you did it last time. She's like, do it a little bit longer than you did it last time. She's like, just a little bit longer would be really good. She says just a little bit longer. And if they could talk to the vet, I'm sure they probably already have, that there's some like some sort of supplement that could help to like be supportive to her spine. I feel like that would help. And like the more gentle stuff with her spine in that area, I feel like is the ticket with her. And see if there's no, she's not showing me that. Yeah, just like some more like different energy work that you can continually do with her. She's like showing me more. And then she showed me like a light pad is what she's showing me. So I think they have like, I would check with your vet. Like I think I've seen like little healing light pads that like kind of work with them. Like that's the only thing that's coming to me is like a healing light pad, not like laser therapy, but like a healing light pad. So I would like maybe do a Google search or like check with your vet to see if they know something like that, because I feel like something like that will help her. It's like almost, it makes me think, so like today I actually like, you know, there's no accidents, right? So today I went and bought a new pillow because my like pillow that I had like is not comfortable, and I was like, you know what, I need a new pillow. And what was cool is they were on sale. But when I was looking at pillows today, in the section there was like a gel pillow that I saw, like a gel bed pillow, and it had like these kind of like little like round little things on the gel. So there's something with like a light therapy and then like these kind of like little like a gel mat, something like a jelly kind of gel mat for her to like lay on or something. That's what I'm picking up on. So I would see kind of what kind of thing there is like that. And it kind of makes me think of like bubble wrap in a way, like, so something like bubble wrap for her to land, but obviously not bubble wrap, but like a jelly type supportive, like kind of cushioning thing. And then if she has like some, and hi Annette, hi Melinda, oh my goodness, so good to see you guys here too, friends. And then if she has trouble getting up, there is a thing called a Help 'em Up harness that can help. And there's these really great videos that I watch on Facebook. They have a lot of Facebook lives. It's called Lap of Love, like veterinary care, or Lap of Love, like hospice veterinary care. But they don't only do hospice stuff. They do like regular veterinary stuff. But what's cool is they do a lot of like different videos that can help with like arthritis type things and things like that. So they have a lot of good stuff that they share, and it's like Lap of Love, I think is what it's called. I'm going to see if I can pull it up on another page, and then I can see if I can share it in the comments here. I love that I can do this, and I can, yes, it's called Lap of Love Veterinary Hospice. So they do like a lot of, even though they do focus on end of life stuff, they do a lot of like, they had a laser therapy video. They had like what you need to know about canine arthritis, and it's called Lap of Love Veterinary Hospice. So if you look them up on Facebook, they have a lot of you can look at like the past videos and stuff, because I feel like maybe if your cousin watches that, there'll be like a video that could help her Miss Molly too. And Molly's like, I'm like soaking in all this like wonderful energy work, and I'm soaking it in and I'm loving it, and I'm just so keep up with that, because I feel like that's really benefiting Molly so much. And then look into those other things too. And then, you guys that are tuning in here too, if a question comes up with like something that I pick up on this live video, feel free to like post a comment here and say, hey, like I had a question about this. Or if you're listening to the replay and something comes up for you, definitely go ahead and feel free to post a comment here, and I'll do my best to be diligent and get back to you about that. So there is that, and and I can't believe it's almost like 8 o'clock. Like these Sunday nights go by so quick. And then I'm sure you guys all know, like I finally have like set on a regular time. So every Sunday at 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time is when I'm doing these free live animal communication videos every Sunday. So feel free to share about it with your friends. If you know somebody that would be interested in tuning in or anything like that, feel free to share away, because that's what it's all about, right? They say sharing is caring, and it really is, like, and like you can never know, like who you could impact by like sharing something. I think it's always really really good to do that. And you are most welcome, Carrie. Oh my goodness, it is my pleasure, my friend. And hi, Wendy, good to see you too. I love seeing you all here. I love StreamYard, that I can broadcast in like 3 different places. And then I posted this like in the earlier comments. I think it's like in one of the first comments. So and sorry if I'm repeating myself, but I'm just so like excited. So I launched my new website, and it's called Happy Tales intuitiveanimalmassage.com. So I'm like, I did some like, changing up of things. So feel free to like check out my new website. I have a new online scheduler, and I actually have a new email list. So for anybody that signs up for my email list, I have a free PDF of 5 ways color therapy can help deepen the relationship with your pet. So definitely feel free to sign up for my email list. I would love that. I plan to do weekly emails to you all, and I'm super excited about that. So there is that. And so I have Melinda on here, and oh my goodness, it's so good to see you. Oh my goodness, it's been so long. So Melinda says, I was going to get in touch with you. A couple here in Florence that was visiting had their dog Tilly run off. She has been seen several times out in the forest by the sand dunes. She is a herding dog, black and brown, at 45 pounds. They lost her a month ago. Do you have any insight? I've been searching for her owners. It's great to see you on here. Oh, thank you. It's so great to see you here too, my friend. Oh my goodness. You make me want to go to Florence and visit you sometime. That would be so much fun. I love the coast. Oh my goodness. So What I pick up on is like she's like showing me that kind of like that she like hides in the dunes, like she hides in the dunes, and like there's some like rocks off to a different distance that are kind of like a pointy kind of pyramidy type rock is what she's showing me, like with these like different dimensions. So you know how like when you're a kid they have those like the little sand castles that you make, and it has like the different colored sand, so you have like these different layers. So she's showing me this rock that has kind of like it's wider at the top and then narrower at the top with kind of like these weird like little point things throughout it. And then she showed me like the sand dunes and like some light kind of trees that she's by there. And I would, you know, definitely keep looking. And I'm seeing like, oh, thank you. I would love that. Thank you, Melinda. It'd be so fun to visit. So she's showing me that like early in the morning is like a really good time to kind of catch her. She's showing me like between like 4 and 5 a.m. She's showing me like 4 a.m., 5 a.m. So like early in the morning, like 4 or 5 or 6, if it's like light enough out there to see. But she says that's a good time. And then I would see, I don't know kind of what the regulations are on the coast and then like how this would work, but I would see if there's somebody that you can rent a trap from, because a lot of times, you know, like those herding breeds, they can tend to be like a little kind of in that like high flight and fight and flight mode. So maybe see if there's a way you can set up like a trap with some food to kind of like lure her in. And I would think like I'm feeling like on the left side of the beach is what I'm seeing, like the left side of the beach is kind of where that tree I'm seeing. It's like I'm being pulled left, 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 left. And it's not as far back as you think she is. She says, I'm not as far back as you think I am. And maybe see if there's like a group of people that maybe like on a weekday or weekend can kind of go out and search or maybe hand out some flyers and stuff. Oh, and they do have some traps out there. Perfect, perfect. So one of the traps, like she's showing me like to not have the traps like so close together. So maybe move one of them back a little bit, just like move the second one that you set back a little bit is what she's showing me. She says move that one back a little bit and just keep that hope and keep that hope alive, because I feel like that she's still there and she's like kind of getting like tired of running and just keep saying like, okay, you're safe, Tilly Till, you're safe, Tilly Till, like somebody's gonna find you, get back to your parents, because I just feel like she's just getting like tired of being in that fight and flight mode. So I feel like you know, that'll be a good time to hopefully catch her, and hopefully she'll go in one of those traps. And then yes, I'm letting, can you let Tilly know that her humans are looking for her? Yes, yes, yes. And she says she has me close my eyes. She says have them keep imagining that and showing me that they're looking for me. You keep showing me like a picture of my parents, that you're looking for me for them, that you're looking for me for them. And on my website, I have some like little tips for finding lost pets. I'm sure that you guys already looked. Well, no, you already know where she is. So I'm sure it's already out there in like those lost and found pet groups on Facebook. And I would actually check out Missing Pet Partnership, and I would check out I would check out Three Retrievers Pet Rescue. Now, Three Retrievers Pet Rescue is up in the Seattle area, but he has this guy's name is James Bronson, and he has a lot of cool tips on how to help find lost pets. So I would look into that. And if they have like something that, if there's something that like smells like her people, like if they can like maybe mail you something with their scent, and you can put it in like one of those traps, or something with like her scent on it to put it in one of those traps. Sometimes that can be a thing that helps. So I would look into checking in those things, and then definitely feel free to like reach out to me. I'd be happy to give any more insight and all that. So feel free to reach out to me, and feel free to give her her parents my information too. Her humans, give her humans my information. I would be happy. Yeah, and she's very skittish. Yeah, and that can be hard with, like, I know sometimes those herding breeds, I know sometimes they can definitely be very skittish and flight or fight. So like a thing that might help is just like imagine her like, okay, like imagine just keep saying, okay, Tilly, you're safe, Tilly, you're safe, like it's okay. Like your people are looking for you. I'm helping your human. And just make sure too, with like any flyers that are up too that say, you know, don't like run up and try to approach her. Like make sure like there's a known number to call to reach out to, you know, you or her people. And yeah, and you're so welcome. Oh my goodness, I'm sending like so many good vibes for Tilly to be found too. And if we could all collectively, all of you that are listening right now and all of you that are listening to the replay, if we could like just collectively like surround Tilly and like love and just the like the intention that she's gonna like go in one of those traps safely, or that, you know, Melinda or somebody else, that she's gonna go to them and that she'll be reunited with her people. So like let's just collectively like put that picture out there, and yeah, let's do that. You said flyers are everywhere. Good. Perfect. That is amazing, because that's what it's all about, you know, and not giving up too. And if you have information, you know, posted about this somewhere, definitely feel free to like put the information here in the comments, and then those of the people that are listening now can go ahead and share that. Or if you have information you want me to share, just you know, get that to me, and I'd be happy to share that on my business page and my personal page, because I feel like the more people that can share things like this, the more like it helps like collectively, right? So I think that's really important. So yeah, so sending loads of good vibes for Miss Tilly Till to be found. So there is that. And hi, Miss Marjorie, my dear friend, good to see you here. So let's see here. So all right. Yay, and we have like other questions coming in. I love it. It always kind of like gets like warmed up like toward like the middle or the end of these. It just kind of takes a few minutes for people to get going on. And you can see my little nugget there in the background, my little sweetie pie. Let's see here. And let's see, we have Melissa here. Hi, Melissa. Good to see you here, friend. And it says, can I get a reading from my seeing eye dog? Yes, you can. Oh my goodness. So so I feel like with your dog, like gosh, I'm so glad that your dog is there to help you, that there's such a and you are so welcome, Melinda. Much love, much love. So I feel like that there is like your dog, it's like your dog is your dog says, I'm your light post, and like your light keeper and your gatekeeper. Like I always am close. And like your dog, what I feel like is your dog is showing me when they come and like lean up right against you, your dog is saying like that I want those like extra pets on my side. I like want those extra pets on my side, and the way that I, you know, look at you when you do that, that I love those like extra pets on the side, and I love like leaning right up against you, and I love being right there with you. I just love that so much. And your dog is showing me something about like wants to like something about like yeah, that like yeah, like when your dog leaned up against you and like looked at you, like there's something there, like she loved those yeah, she loved those pats, like she loved those pats. You said Carly was my best friend and I miss her so much. Oh my goodness, I can't even imagine. She says like she's showing me like if you see like little kind of like, she showed me, this is gonna sound weird, but like something that looks like a red clown nose, but it's not a red clown nose. It's like a little red ball, and it kind of has like a little like stringy kind of thick pieces on it, something like that. Like if you see something like that around, that's like her sending you energy. And she's showing me that like if you can still feel her on your side. She's having me like pat my right side. She says, you patted me on my right side, and now I pat you on your right side. And like I still like you. She says you can still feel her essence like looking at you, but it's like in a different way than like really like looking. It's just like, because it's that connection. It's like that connection that like pulled you guys together and pulled you really close. And she says that she just sends you like love and love and love and love. And she says like, if you feel like the urge to kind of like look around you, that like that she's like looking with you. Like if you feel that like urge to kind of like move your head around and stuff like that, that she is like looking down on you and looking over you, and that she sends you so much love. She's like, mwah, 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 mwah. She's showing me like these like little red hearts. So maybe that's like that little like red thing I was thinking too. And she's showing me like she wants me to yawn, which I know sounds really weird, but she's like this. And she says that when you go to sleep at night, like when you have that like last little yawn, that you're that she's there like with you. You can just like imagine her presence with you, and she's there. And you said that she was always working and walking on your right side. So and you said, will I see her someday? And she says you see her in your dreams. Like she says she comes to you in your dreams, and she says she would like love to come back to you. Like she shows me like jumping from a cloud and like and coming back to you. She says, I would love to come back to you. I would love to come back to you. And she says, just like see that and imagine that. And she says like when because it is possible for them to come back. Like I've witnessed it before with pets I have in my life, because my dog Nugget there that is behind me was with me before, and my dog Coolip that I have was with me before. I know my Luna was with me in other lives, and I'm pretty sure my Mojo that I have now like has been with me in some way before, because he kind of picked me, and I picked him. I wasn't planning to get another cat, but you know, that's what happens sometimes. So so there is that. And he said, oh, that's sweet. Yeah. And she says that like I'm so glad to hear you say that. And she says that like when she comes back, she'll be like a smaller statue. Like she'll be like a little bit smaller than she was before. She'll be like kind of like the smaller type of her breed, not like the larger type of her breed. She'll have like a smaller statue. She's showing me like 45 to 50 pounds, not 60 pounds, she says. Yeah. And she you said she was 16 years old and died with a brain tumor. Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that, Melissa. I'm sending you so much love and like a big hug here. I don't know if you can tell, just like sending you a big heart hug. That's so hard, right? Because there's so much apart. So you said she was a lab shepherd mix, about 46 pounds. Yeah, because she said she'll be like a lab mix again, but she's like, yeah, she's like I felt like I had like a 60-pound thing, because she said she was built like a little bit bigger, but this one, she's like, this time she says she's going to be a little bit narrower, like narrower, and maybe like a little bit taller. Like she'll be different, like kind of a little bit the opposite of what she was. And she says that you'll know, that you will that you'll recognize her, like that you'll she was having me blink like this, that you'll see her like that you'll see her eyes, and she just keeps having me blink like this, so you'll just like know, and you'll just like, not only with her eyes, but you'll like be like this, where you just have to like, you're like, wait, like, is that really her that I feel and see and I know is her? That you'll just know, and you'll know, and you'll know, and you'll know that there's no doubt that you will just know, and you'll feel that, and you'll be so honed in and tune into that. And yeah, she was strong. And she says that, yeah, I can definitely see that, you saying that she was strong. I definitely, she's definitely showing me that as well. And she says that you're strong too, and that she's still your strength. And like, yeah, I could definitely see her coming back to you, and that she still is like with you now, but like it's just in a different way. It's just in that non-physical way. It's like that it's that heart to heart connection that's always alive. And so there is that. And yeah, and you say, oh my goodness, thank you for sharing this. You are so welcome. It is my pleasure. And I'm sending so much love your way. So much love, so much love. So, and just so I'm getting ready to wrap this up here in a minute, but I want to let everybody know, I'm sure you all know, that every Sunday at 7 o'clock Pacific Standard Time, I broadcast here on my business page, my Facebook page, and then my YouTube channel. So every Sunday at 7 o'clock Pacific Standard Time. And then my business name now is changing to Happy Tales Intuitive Animal Massage. And I do have my new website, which is under Happy Tales Intuitive Animal Massage.com. So if you're wanting, more of like an in-depth session, more like one-on-one, where we can have like more of a like back and forth dialogue, talking with each other, definitely feel free to check out my website. I have like a new online scheduler. I have like a free PDF gift if you sign up for my email list, which is 5 ways color therapy can help deepen the relationship with your pet. And I'm going to do some weekly emails. So if you want to stay in touch that way, I would love for you to subscribe to that. And then, feel free to share this with people say, hey, like, on this thing at Sunday nights at 7 o'clock Pacific Standard Time, I would love to have you share that. Or you can even share this video now, or after the live broadcast with people that would be interested. And yeah, so there is that. And I'm sending so much love to all of you. And thank you so much for those of you that tuned in to the live broadcast. And thank you so much to those of you that are tuning into the replay. It really means so much to me that you all are here. And yeah, and I'm sending you all so much love. And I will see you again next Sunday at 7 o'clock Pacific Standard Time. And much love to you all. Bye for now.